Hey there everybody. In this video I'm going to be checking out a store called Beckmog Art. This artist reached out to me and said, hey, I make my own designs. I don't have a lot of them because I'm like an actual artist and I actually like hand draw and paint these designs, although I've got some photography as well. Can you let me know if I'm on the right track? How can I make more sales? What's the strategy to grow as a quote unquote real artist on Redbubble? So I've got some very specific thoughts and I love the opportunity to review this store because this is not funny text. This is not just uploading a design with a bunch of filters on it. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But in this video, I'm going to be exploring Beckmog Art's shop because they've got a unique perspective as an artist. And so if you're an artist as well, and this may relate to you, then you'll want to pay attention to this video. I've got some very specific tips coming up. Let's jump in. Quick little plug here for my book I've got on Amazon. You can just type into Amazon Zen Watercooler and it comes up. Print on Demand Secrets, the ultimate guide to earning income through online graphic design. You may want to check it out. I've got lots of tips and tricks in there on how you can supercharge your graphic design journey. Okay, so as we look at Beckmog Art's store here, 32 designs, the first thing that hits me right out of the gates, which is a huge positive, this is one of the greatest thumbnail banners I've ever seen in my life. There's something about it, the beauty of it, the texture of it. This looks like an actual painting. So I want to be clear when I say things like right in here, I do custom work and, Instagram accounts and social media, you absolutely can do that. But there's something striking about the beauty and the simplicity of just having a great piece of art at the top. So I want to point that out because every strategy is different for every artist. And for Beckmog Art, I think this is a glorious thumbnail as we jump in. Now we've got a featured collection here, the illustration collection, and this is the illustrations here at the top. I don't want to say this is a negative, but if you're struggling in your store in general, it may be the disparity of the design. So for example, as we see the 32, we've got most relevant selected 32 results. We can see we've got a sticker, we've got a bunch of piggies that are like watercolors, and then we've got a bunch of photographs. So over time, what will happen is the universe will tell you which designs are selling the best or getting the most likes. And so if you're getting all likes and sales based on photographs, then you may want to just take more photographs and spend less time designing. You can still do it, but just note that you're not going to make as many sales if you do watercolors and if you do paintings. Here's the When Foxes Dream sticker. I'm just going to pop that open. And I can tell that this takes time to make. And so Fox closed her eyes and dreamt of shimmering stars, of soft, cozy clouds. And we've got the fox and he's on the clouds. I love this. Now, are people going to be searching for this? No, they're not going to be typing in Beckmog Art. They're not going to be searching for fox on a cloud. So this is so niche. You're not going to get a lot of sales through search, but that's okay. Don't give up because we've got Beckmog Art here on Facebook. And here's what I love about it. You've got down here 143 people following. Now look, it's all relative. So do you think 143 people is a lot? Maybe. Some people have 10,000 followers. Some people though have 0 followers. So the fact that you've got anybody who even remotely cares about this that aren't only your friends and family, that's an amazing thing. And I mean that sincerely. What I'm saying is you don't necessarily want your friends and family to be like following you on your social media. You want strangers to be following you. So ask yourself, how many of this 143 people are strangers? If it's more than like 10, you're doing something right. Keep going. So here is, and again, I want to point out this is all relative, but here's an example of why I think this is working. Beckmog Art writes, rough color for my next piece. You're showing how the art is done. I love, love, love this because it gets people invested. 23 likes and hearts. Okay, that's great. 7 comments. Let's take a look at the comments. Okay, so we've got 7 comments here. I actually quite like the style of this art. 5 more comments. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. This is important when you're seeing these comments. And I'm not just saying it's important for like your ego. I'm not just saying like, oh, good for you. I'm saying, no, this is strangers telling you to keep going. And that's really important to remember that. So use this as motivation. I would say you seem to be very humble. You've got, for example, on your video, you write, this isn't perfect by any means, but it's my first blah, blah, blah. I would just encourage you, this is me talking to you as a friend, you don't need to be humble about it. You don't need to say, well, don't really know what I'm doing, and well, I'm new, or well, this isn't perfect. you've got fans. People want to see what you're doing. So you don't need to apologize for it. You don't need to downplay it. Now, you don't need to be a big braggadocio person saying, I'm so great. You can just be neutral about it. Hey guys, here's my artwork and I'm really proud of it. The end. And let other people render their opinion as well. So again, it's just personal preference. But when I look at this, like you've got an octopus sketch here. I have no reason to believe you're lying, but like if you've actually sketched this and it looks like you have, you've got legitimate skill. You don't need to downplay it is what I'm saying. As a person who like, I don't have this level of artistic skill, I think I'm okay, but I don't have this level of artistic skill. When I look at your photos, they're really good. When I look at your sketches, they're really good. So just know that you will get fans and you will get follows. You don't need to doubt yourself. Although look, every artist does. So I totally get why you may be a little more humble. So this Facebook page, if anybody's interested in following, is called Beckmog Art, and it looks fantastic. I can't recommend them highly enough. I absolutely love the artwork in here. So really at the end of the day with Redbubble, it's three things. The first one is, do you have enough quality to compete? And I would say yes, 100% you do. So the first one's quality. The second piece now is niches. Are you in niches where people are going to buy something based on search? The answer for you might be no. The answer for you might be that people are not going to be actively searching for pig watercolor. So I would encourage you to just continue to branch out with the photographs, continue to branch out with the watercolors, and just try different things. If you've painted a pig, maybe you paint a raccoon next time, or you paint a bear or a giraffe, or maybe you paint flowers. So you try different things to have different keywords. And then over time, the universe will tell you through likes and follows and sales what works. And then the third one is simply quantity. So if you want to kind of stuff your store full of stuff that you think may sell, then you may want to like somehow figure out a way to scale up the designs. So as an example, this beautiful fox watercolor you've got at the top, well, you've got When Foxes Dream, and it's one quote on this shirt. Somebody somewhere may not like the quote. They may say, I'd love to just have this without the quote. Okay, you can scale up now. Put that design up. You may want to have this as a round sticker instead of a square. Okay, that you can scale up. You could have 10 or 20 all with the exact same illustration, but you've got slightly different modifications. So you could easily scale up your store. Instead of one fox design, you could easily double your store. You could have 30 fox designs. You just got to keep plugging away, my friend. You got to keep going and make sure you do quality, quantity, and niches. And the future's bright. You should be doing great. I hope you found that helpful. And here's another video on how you can supercharge your print-on-demand journey. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody.